Hello, Collective, and welcome to the Humble Sage. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're returning, thank you for supporting my channel. Either way, you're very much appreciated. Welcome, Collective. Today we're going to be doing a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And it's also a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, it's for you at that time. Let's get stuck in then, Collective. Let's see what's going on. Metatron, Wisdom, and Gabriel. Inspiration. Already I can see that this is more like turning into a message for chosen ones, or for people on a path of where they're a healer, a guide, something like that. But we're going to do it as a general reading. Let's have a look. Personal readings are currently open, Collective. I put the details for the readings in the description box below. Feel free to reach out to me via email or across any one of the social media platforms. My website is also down there, Collective, if you'd care to have a look to see what readings I offer. Let's have a look. First card out, Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful, Collective. Crossing that, the Four of Swords. In the conscious awareness, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. And in the unconscious, we've got the Three of Pentacles, or the unseen here. Wow, what a center pillar. What I just heard, Collective, is that you can put your woes to rest. Because everything is coming to fruition. Right, you've earned it even. Let's have a look. Yeah, the Tower here. A tower is not necessarily a bad thing. Indeed, a tower can be a rise of something that's necessary. Okay, so in this card, we can see the Kabbalah, right? We can see the Tree of Life here, and we can see this, the cliff off on this side. This is about a balancing of your polarities, but more so of your realms, right? Because when we look at the lighter realm, we're looking at the Kabbalah. When we're looking at the darker realm, we're looking at the cliff off. Here, when we're looking at this rest comes from the fact that you work hard, but then you seek rest after it. So let's say those that seek rest find boredom, those that seek work find rest. And you can see that this is paying off for you here, whether it's family, friends that you've been getting stuck in with. Maybe they've been helping you, all of you work together perhaps. This could be a situation where you've collaborated in the workplace, but whatever it is for you, Collective, it's certainly coming to fruition, and the universe is saying, don't burn out here, right? Don't burn out. Keep working hard and keep working at it. You know, with the Swords energy, certainly plans are coming together. The Fours speak about stability. So the stability of your mindset is what's bringing about this Nine of Pentacles, right? This self-actualization. Because then in the conscious realm and what's being seen is the Ten of Pentacles. Some success is coming in for you. Some success is on its way drastic. And in the unseen or in the unconscious here, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So it is what you've worked on here, Collective. You do have the mindset to build, grow, and develop, right? You have this mindset of work, because you understand that it's going to yield a positive result. No matter what that work looks like to you, whether it's building a home, going to the workplace, business, a hobby, whatever it could be. But something certainly that at some point I'd say you will need to collaborate, and we'll collaborate at some point. Exactly, because we've got this wisdom and inspiration here with Archangel Metatron and Archangel Gabriel. Wisdom is coming from each of these. This is from the West. This is coming from your emotional realm with Gabriel. right? How you're balancing those waters. That could be a sign here what the universe is saying to you with all of these pentacles, giving it more emotion, more positive emotion, having positive expectations of what are going to water the garden for you to yield this 10 of Pentacles. Have some drive behind it, you know, and not just all like fire energy, but also have your heart in it as well, collective, because all of the emotions come together. Right? And with Metatron here, the voice of God, this voice on this side of wisdom is always working through it. Always just quiet your mind and you'll hear that voice, you know, the voice of reason. So whatever you're doing, collective, you're on the right path. With the Sphinx here, you know, the Chariot may come out. Thinking about it, just interests me. We'll see. The Sphinx is a sign in itself of wisdom, but also of movement in the tarot. You see them with the Chariot card in the Rider-Waite deck anyway. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. This card wanted to come up with it. The Five of Swords, the Lovers with the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups with the Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles with the 3 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Pentacles. You've made this conscious decision here, collective, to love yourself and to say to yourself, I'm worth my manifestations. I'm worth this growth. I'm worth this development. I'm worth having a clear mindset. These positive changes that are happening because you wanted them to at some point. So even though it may seem that there's no end, it's still something that you asked for. You're just working through it. You can't see the end of it, and that's the point, you know. Because here, the past influence was the Queen of Pentacles. Was the Queen of Cups. It's interesting I said Pentacles. But the Queen of Cups and then the 9 of Cups. This was your wish fulfillment. This is what you asked the universe for. This is something that touched your heart at some point. So whatever this project was, no matter what it looked like to you, it is something that you asked for. So if times are getting tough with it, have a rest and get back to it, because it's what you asked for. And everything in life comes from hard work, right? Because when we look at the unseen here, where we've got this Lord of Success unfulfilled, actually this card can speak to me about evaluation, taking stock and understanding how did you get to this point. So if this is here with the 3 of Pentacles with this material work, it may seem like you're not fulfilling anything. You may be looking at it thinking, well, I've only had 1 pentacle. Where are my 10 pentacles? Well, it takes time to get to that, because after all, in the center here, the focus, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So to go from the 3 to the 7, you're well on your way here, where you've got the 9 and then the 10. So just be patient. Just know that it isn't far away. You're about to be in this energy, collective, right? It's about to come to fruition. Just keep going, right? Just keep going. Be consistent with it, as consistent as possible. You know, we all have times where we might take a step back and think, ugh, you know, it's been the long haul. But it's been the long haul for a reason. You appreciate it so much more. After all, nothing good ever came overnight. Everything that was worth having in life was worth fighting for, working for. You know, quick results. You know, some things do require quick results, like smaller things. The minutiae that we deal with in life or within projects, you know, we want those smaller things to be done and dusted, right? But those smaller things lead to the bigger projects and the bigger ones, or the bigger parts of that project. It all comes together as one. And it can't be rushed. You know, just know, right then, there's no need for you to rush. Everything happens in divine timing. And that's something that this King of Pentacles understands. This King of Pentacles doesn't rush for anyone. This King of Pentacles knows that they have everything planned out. They have the stability. They have their grounded spirituality. They know that everything flows with the universe. All they need to do, much like the Empress energy, is plant those seeds. And incidentally, when we look at the Empress, that can be seen as Taurus energy. The King of Pentacles is also Taurus energy. Right? It's an energy that takes its time, but it certainly gets everything done. Perhaps another message within this This reading for you, collective, is something like, have a look at the planning phase. Have a look at how your planning may be. Go right the way back, right? And think, maybe it's the way that you're planning why it feels like a drag. Perhaps you've reached a point where you're still using older methods that you don't need anymore. And it's time to evolve and find more ways to grow and develop. That if you reach a stage where maybe your planning was a bit basic in the past, but it worked, you could have reached a point now where it's time to up the ante, as it were, that you need to add more to that planning. And it will make your life, perhaps a day or two to do that planning, and then moving forward is the best for you, right? We've got the Queen of Swords here in this future part with the Five of Swords. Whatever you do, don't let it defeat you, right? Because you've got the truth here, right? It's your truth that is breathing life. This air energy here is what is breathing life into this. Anything that didn't work out is now a part of your truth. It doesn't make it a bad thing anymore because now it's become a lesson. Right? So take on board those lessons and apply it to your planning, apply it to your forward movement in life. Be inspired by the things, exactly. Take emotional stock on this one and be inspired by the things that didn't work out, because actually you're still going. You're still manifesting it, collective. Let's have a look. Wheel of Fortune for your inner resource or talent. The environment, how you view yourself, how others view you. Hopes and fears, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands for the possible outcome. This Wheel of Fortune in collective feels more like your alignment. What it feels like actually is you've completed some Saturnian return here, collective. Look at this. Because in order to reach this point, to have this in your inner resource or talent, you must have completed those to be in alignment with Jupiter. And here's the Sphinx again with wisdom. And here it is. You're at the top of the wheel here, collective. Which takes work. And there are two swords. Wow, just these two came together for collective. When we look at this, where we've got the star in the environment, it's almost like you've been seen as creating miracles, especially with this Jupiterian energy underneath. Like you've literally created something from nothing. And it could be seen as what in the past was being viewed as just blind idealism. You've manifested into something that is actually within this realm. Those lessons along the way came from being aligned with the universe. You see these symbols down here, collective, how these vases here are not just, these urns, they're not just, one of them here is touching the tree of life, right? It's almost like the wisdom that's poured from the universe will flow into your world regardless, right? To some, it may look like idealism, but it's what you do with it. The High Priestess can receive downloads all day, all night. But if you're not going to be in the High Priest energy and give it practical movement, then it's just going to stay in that realm. The universe is constantly changing, and that's something you've not just proven to yourself, but to others, when you probably weren't even trying to prove a point to others in the first place. But you can see by just how people are responding to you that they can see that you've grown. You've grown into, into a human being, grown into a stronger human being with a stronger mindset. Yeah? Exactly. With this stability here, you've taken on these lessons, and you built stability from it. All four of your elements are in alignment, and over here where we see this Ace of Wands, the universe is giving you a gift in some way. More spiritual power, Perhaps more inspiration along the way. Exactly. More inspiration here with Archangel Gabriel. So perhaps be mindful of what's happening around you, collective, because we have got the Nine of Pentacles as well. Be aware of your environment. Be aware of any signs and synchronicities the universe is sending in your direction. You know, it could be a white feather, for example, symbolic of the angels. It could be a black feather, symbolic of your ancestors. Whatever it might be, collective, you know, keep an eye out for these things because it can help you with your journey along the way. Let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune. The Three of Swords. Yeah. This Libra energy made you go through this Saturn in Libra. Like I said, you had to go through those Saturnian returns. Look at this pain that came from this, like the pain of creation. You know, and like I said earlier about receiving these downloads, you can see here how this sword is connected to source here. And this can be a painful lesson. It hurts along the way. Of course it does. It's not supposed to be an easy process. You asked for growth. You asked for development. So that's what the universe is bringing you. And I'm not preaching to the choir. I know if you're watching tarot, you probably are on a path of self-development. I'm not patronizing you. But it seems part of this message is to say, give yourself some credit. Look at these lessons. Look what happened along the way. You're not a victim. You're not a survivor anymore. You're an achiever. You're somebody who's still going. All of these obstacles are now small bumps in the road that once upon a time seemed like your world was ending. Let's have a look at this star. The King of Cups. Yeah. Emotional maturity. This scorpionic energy has come from the fact that, especially with Metatron here, right? This is at the apex of the Tree of Life. We see it here, right? The scorpionic energy, this godlike energy of being able to create from the darkness. It's not easy to be in this energy, especially after, this is certainly an energy who you might consider to be a good person, right? Perhaps. But remember, in order to be balanced in this energy, that doesn't make them weak. Typically, some people who are very good people are also incredibly dangerous because they've been through so much, they know exactly how to hurt people. But instead of buying into hurt people, they decided to grow and develop instead. And those internal changes are actually what yield Ten of Cups and the Lovers for you to have this self-love and self-respect. But people don't see that inner work. They're not supposed to. You're not here to explain yourself to everybody who wants to take the mick. The point of the matter is you've got the King and the Queen of Cups here. That shows your drastic level of growth. And that's the reason why these wish fulfillments are coming in. The Queen may have been all the way over here, this internal energy, right? But look how it's manifested all the way over here. It's now become a part of your inner resource or talent. It has now become a part of your environment. It's a part of you. That's why these are here as well. The pain may have broken you at one point, but you brought yourself back together. You know, that's inspiring to other people. If only everybody could think like that, eh? You know? Perhaps working together would be more important than trying to destroy each other. Just because some people may have a chip on their shoulder for whatever reason, but we're not here to control other people. With the Four of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Swords and the possible outcome. We've got the Princess, the Page of Cups, and Justice. We'll have a look, see what's on the split in a moment. But look here. For this hopes and fears, the Six of Swords. The universe is guiding you to a new beginning. With these swords here, for some reason, it's reminding me of the Six of Wands. It's almost like these hands that are around here saying, yes, congratulations. You didn't ask for thanks. You didn't ask for congratulations. But it's like the universe is showing you here, look, this is what you've earned, because nothing is deserved in life. This is what you've earned along the way. You've earned your freedom to move forward. You know, this is Aquarius energies within this card. Mercury in Aquarius, right? When we look over here, this is also Aquarian energy. What's happened here is the universe has helped you to heal along the way, and that was the universal test to go through. Multiple tests here. Certainly with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, one of your tests could have been to control your anger. Like a deep-rooted anger from trauma and whatever may have happened. With the Queen of Swords here, it could have been heartbreak. And learning to understand how to control your emotions, to control self. What a reading, collective. Here we've got the Ace of Wands with the Page of Cups. You are being gifted something here, collective. Could be a gift from the universe. Something like, it feels like a spiritual gift. Something to do with communication. So it could be a psychic upgrade, perhaps. It could be a spiritual upgrade in the sense of how you interact with other people. Like you're being given dreams or visions how to develop this project further, or how to develop your life in the way that you want to. Perhaps you've written down manifestations during the new moon that just happened, or for any moon that's coming up for whenever you find this reading. And within those manifestations, the universe is showing you those signs and synchronicities. How can you achieve these things that are typically with the Page of Cups here for the greater good, including your greater good? This power here comes with responsibility. But this doesn't feel like immaturity. It feels like the beginning stages of the next part of the project here. Let's split the deck. Knight of Pentacles. Again with the planning, right? The Page of Pentacles is studious energy. When we look at this Knight, it's those plans are in motion. Slow and steady wins the race. It's still planning to me. But it's coming from the heart. This Leo, Virgo energy within this card. Being the leader of your own self. And Leos have a big heart. You can see within this card. You can see here even with this hexagram. Because of the hexagram, I'm going to say it. We could be looking at the development of your meditation practices. Specifically. Yeah. For somebody out there, how you're going to progress forward is by developing your meditative practices. Perhaps you'll add yoga to it or something like that to temper the energy. Or try different breath work, something like that. And as I mentioned, anger, it could be something to do with that, like utilizing breath work to control your anger, and by doing that, it will help you to develop your meditations to the next step. Yeah, exactly. This may not be an obvious step here, but you'll see it along the way, collective. Sort of a positive steps you're going to take for yourself, go for it. The universe is going to show you along the journey. We don't have all of the answers beforehand, so just go for it. Let's get to the bottom of this deck. Yeah, freedom. With Archangel Uriel. You've been freed from the past part of that cycle, collective, and now you're moving forward. For some of you out there, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers, you could be looking at a new situation here. Like maybe if this is symbolic of you making those choices in life, then this could be you finding a newfound wisdom and you're moving somewhere. Something's happening here with this Ten of Pentacles. For others of you, I guess it could be a lover's coming in and you're starting a new home. If that's you, collective, congratulations. I wish you the best for your new home. Let's get a little bit of advice for the collective. Okay, universe of this deck. Yeah, the bottom of the deck. Finish what you started. You've started something important and now it's time to complete it. This one has to be seen. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. when you share, everyone feels happy. What this message feels like, collective, strangely, is whatever the naysayer said in the past, just know that this maturity that you have now is almost like a spiritual shield, in a sense, because you just minded your own business anyway. But it's also inspiring in some way, you know? I personally don't go through life being like, yes, with like a sense of martyrdom or anything like that. Not at all. Not at all. But there are some people who will never know how they inspired me along the way, just with a couple of words, or just by their actions, whether they were positive or negative. People inspire you to move forward as much as you inspire yourself. So just be mindful, collective, perhaps of the things that you say, or, you know, there could be a message here about helping. Perhaps you'll have to end up helping somebody in need here, or somebody who was against you, or something like that, for some of you. Whatever it is, collective, just have love in your heart and just go with it. Well, I'm going to close out the reading there, collective. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, I've put the details in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out via email or DM me on any one of the social media platforms. I'd love to do a reading for you, collective. So thank you. And as always, collective, please take care of yourselves.